Hello. I got two people here. Okay. One is a fundamentalist, that's this guy here, and this guy is a market opportunist who makes money with anything he can make money, and no matter how he gets his hands on it and what they do and if they exploit. And so my question is, who is closer to the truth? The Bible preacher that wants other women, but he can't do it because he thinks he's going to hell if he even looks at a woman on the internet, but he does it anyway because biology is stronger than belief. So, but then he's constantly constantly suffering and struggling with this fear of, because he's married to another fundamentalist, a woman, and so, and then there's all kinds of examples. There could be also the closeted gay man, he wants men really, but he's afraid to go to hell. So who's closer to the truth? This person who is fundamentalist could be anyone, denying any kind of thing that is biology demands. Could be a straight man or a gay man or whatever, he has a fetish or whatever. So these kind of things are biological. We are born with that, but they don't know it because they never really learned it. They didn't go to a secular school. They didn't learn science. So it's all of this bypassed them. So they're completely immersed in this completely darkened belief system that just is a permanent lifetime struggle against their own biology. So, it could be the straight guy who is married and thinks he goes to hell if he looks at a woman on the internet who had abortions. I've seen all of this. So, or we have the marketer opportunist, the guy that was also brought up with the Christian religion, but his mind is only on market opportunism. Like, what is the next possible thing he can make money with? And the world is full of these, okay? So it's almost 50-50, like marketers and religious fanatics, of any kind of religion, or marketer opportunists of any kind of market niche that they can find. So that's really the majority of humans. It's these two broad categories. So my question is, let's say this guy is not a psychopath. He's just an opportunist, and he's not going to exploit animals or children, but he tricks people. He's a trickster. Let's say and I'm not going to mention names. That would be pretty bad. I'll get in pretty hot water trouble with, I don't know, all kinds of people. So I get bombarded, Since I don't have any money, I can't be sued. But, they can disable my account. And I don't want that to happen because I'm a philosopher and I want to convey my message to the public. So anyway, he works for the oil industry. He says, what the heck, does it matter, It's like, what the heck, I just want to make money. And then he's pretty shocked now with the coronavirus, doesn't make as much business, the business is going down, and solar energy is going up, and he is one of those that told the fundamentalists to not like solar energy. And that fundamentalist goes, okay, so no, I'm not gonna like solar energy because you told me that I will go to hell if I get a solar panel. He's the one who has the upper hand. As can you see how he has the upper hand? He's like, I'm just gonna make this shit up. I'm gonna tell him that he will go to hell if he buys a solar panel. And this guy there, he will believe anything I say because I'm masking myself with the mask of the Christian church. And he believes it. Yes, I believe anything I'm told, anything. Yeah, this could also be a Muslim or any religious fundamentalist fanatic or just religious fearful person who is panicking at the idea of going against his religion, which is a mental illness. Okay, it's a phobia, but no one addresses that as one of those personality disorders. It's called religious personality disorder. It's one of the phobia disorders. Okay, so it's completely irrational. So this guy actually is more rational. He has the upper hand. He laughs himself to the bank. He has no ethics whatsoever. Does this guy have ethics? I want you to ask that question. Start asking some questions. Okay. Does this guy have ethics? He thinks he is ethical. Of course, I'm ethical. So it's a command by the Christian God. And he goes, oh, that's so good. I'm making so much more money now because of what they are believing. So who of these two people is more ethical? And who's closer to the truth? Okay, my answer to this is neither one is more ethical. Okay, believing something like this, like a phobia, which is a mental illness. Okay, believing something that someone else says or that an institution says, like hook, line, and sinker, is very unethical. It's very irresponsible to do, because someone who believes anything that they're told, they make the world worse. Okay, they cause more suffering. They cause more mental illness. Okay, this guy just takes advantage of it. This guy is equally unethical because he will use this. He's not thinking of like Nicola, trying to bring awareness to the world. He goes, I don't want to bring awareness to the world. I make money on their belief. This is what the corporate agenda is doing. Okay, so the entire corporate agenda and the banking system, all of it combined. Okay, so that's the corporate agenda. They do summit meetings. They have strategists. They have market psychologists who work for them. And the market psychologists, they're this category here, so they don't care. Whoever pays, they work for. Richard Berman, market psychologist, he has this Center for Consumer Freedom or something. This guy is, it only sees dollar signs. That's this guy. Richard Berman is this guy. Whoever, he says, if people for the ethical treatment of animals would pay him that kind of cash that he gets from the oil industry and the meat industry, then he would work for them. He'll market psychologize for them, influence people for them too. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? But this is not happening because Peter is living on donations of good Samaritans, giving them money because they're a non-profit organization. They're trying to help make the world better. Okay, they're not profiting on corruption. This guy's profiting on corruption, So, he takes the meat industry money because that's more. It's like, I don't know, 1 million, 2 million. I don't know how much money they're juggling around, but they're offering him much more money than anyone else could. And Peter would never offer him money, would never work with someone who is unethical in the first place. They work with people who are ethical and who do want to make the world a better place. And they offer their help for free. They go and say, let me do an ad with you, Marilyn Monroe or anyone, Pamela Anderson and Anna Nicole Smith and anyone, out there who has said, let me work with you, I'll do nude photo shoots for you. I'd rather go naked than wear fur. Okay, so because I care and I give my time, I give my I give my body for that cause. Okay, to bring awareness to the world. This guy would never do this. This guy in woman form would only make nudes for the corrupt people, the wrong people, so the ones that are unethical, because they'll give more, whatever. They'll prostitute themselves to psychopaths. So that's the same personality, in whatever they are, women or men, money opportunists. And then there are the fundamentalists. So neither one is ethical, okay? And who is closer to the truth? A lot of people will see this differently, of course. They'll say, he's closer to the truth because he is going by the word of God, of what they say, God, the Christian God. Is that truth? No, it's not truth. That has been told, that has been drilled into them by this guy here, okay? He's not even concerned about any of this stuff. He doesn't care. It's whatever makes money is, So there's a lot of people in between also, a lot of mixes. I'm just trying to bring more awareness in form of a more clear-cut example. Okay, so but there's a lot of people that are either one or so that are either this guy or this guy, this woman or this woman. So the fundamentalist, total fundamentalist, fearful, it's a paranoia, it's a mental illness, and everything he does is irrational. Out of this makes the world worse. Okay, so doesn't even take the time to learn anything about biology, becomes bigoted, becomes homophobic because of this, becomes sexist, speciesist, the whole package, racist, all of this all ties in with this here. This guy just makes money on whatever he can make money on, whether it's this party, that party, this group, that group, whoever pays the most. Okay, but I would say this guy is still, from the two of these, this guy is closer to the truth. That doesn't mean I endorse this guy, okay? But he's a little closer to the truth in terms of being truthful to his own needs, okay? He's an opportunist. He's, that's a little bit more truthful to go, but he's probably lying to his wife too, but he goes for it, at least, for the sex with the other woman. Why this guy can't allow himself to do it, he thinks he's going to hell. So he suffers a whole lot more, this guy, because of this. But neither one are ethical, and neither one are making the world a better place. So, video is running out. Take care. Bye bye.